Prabhuji, voice is low, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
No, it's okay. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Govinda, something they are taking. Artha Bhavan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashra Prayasha Badresho Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Artha Bhavam Vinishitya Pratitasyapi Natmanaha. So I'll give everybody a chance. Artha Bhavam Vinishitya Pratitasyapi Natmanaha. Tamchapi Yusmat Charanaha Devayaham Paranande Artha Bhavam Vinishitya Pratitasyapi Natmanaha Tamchapi Yusmat Charana Devayaham Paranande Artha Bhavam Vinishitya Pratitasyapi Natmanaha Tamchapi Yusmat Charana Devayaham Paranande Artha Bhavam Vinishitya Pratitasyapi Natmanaha Tamchapi Yusmat Charana Devayaham Paranande. Thank you. Very nice.
Arthabhavam vinishchitya Pratitasyapi natmanaha Tam Chatriyushma Charana Sevayaham Paranude.
Yes, ma'am.
Arthabhavam vinistitya
Artabhavam Vinishitya
Pratishyati Natmana
Prajitasya Punatmanaha
Tamchati Yusman Charana
Tam Chatriyushma Charana
Sevayaham Paranude.
Sevayaham Paranude.
Yeah, we can try. You can read, no? Okay. You had a class today morning?
Yes, sir.
Good. How much is the group mark?
Small number of 80 to 98.
Okay. Arthabhavam,
Artabhavam
without substance.
Without substance.
Vinishitya,
Vinishitya
being ascertained.
Vinasatya
Pratitasya,
Prajitasya
of the apparent values. Api, also. Na, never. Atmanaha, of the self. Tam, that. Cha, also. Api, thus. Yushman, your. Charana, fit. Sevaya, by service. Aham, myself. Paranude, shall be given up. My dear sir, I am obliged to you because now I understand that the material manifestation without substance, although it appears real. I am confident that by serving your feet, it will be possible for me to give up the false idea. But, my dear sir, I am obliged to you because now I can understand material manifestation without substance, all that appears real. I am confident that by serving your feet, it will be possible for me to give up the false idol. Yes, Supriya Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Purport: the sufferings of the conditioned soul are superficial and have no intrinsic value, like the cutting off one's head in a dream. Yet, although this statement is theoretically very true, it is very difficult for the common man or the neophyte on the transcendental path to realize practically. However, by serving the feet of great transcendentalists like Maitreya Muni and by constantly associating with them, one is enabled to give up the false idea that the soul suffers from material pangs. Hare Krishna.
Chalo, let us pick up some more tattva to discuss. Yat sevaya bhagavataha kutasthasya madhu dvishaha ratiraso bhavet tivraha padayo vasanardanaha. Yat, to whom? Sevaya, by service. Bhagavataha, of the personality of Godhead. Kutasthasya, of the unchangeable. Madhu Vishaha, the enemy of the Madhu Asura. Rati Rasaha, attachment in different relationship. Bhavet, develops. Tivraha, highly ecstatic. Padayoho, of the fit. Vyasana, distress. Ardanaha, vanquish. By the serving the fit of the spiritual master, one is enabled to develop transcendent ecstasy in the service of the personality of Godhead, who is the unchangeable enemy of the Madhu demon and whose service vanquishes one's material desires. By serving the fit of the spiritual master, one is enabled to develop transcendent ecstasy in the service of the personality of Godhead, who is the unchangeable enemy of the Madhu demon and whose service vanquishes one's material distress. Yes. Ratnamala di Ratnamala.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The association of a bona fide spiritual master like the sage Maitreya can be of absolute help in achieving transcendental attachment for the direct service of the Lord. The Lord is the enemy of the Madhu demon, or in other words, he is the enemy of the suffering of his pure devotee. The word Rati Rasaha is significant in this verse. Service to the Lord is rendered in different transcendental mellows, relationships, neutral, active, friendly, parental, and nuptial. A living entity in the liberated position of transcendental service to the Lord becomes attracted to one of the above mentioned mellows, and when one is engaged in transcendental loving service to the Lord, one's service attachment in the material world is automatically vanquished. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 2.59, Rasavarjam raso api asya param drishtva nivartate. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurmilitam-yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Visheshaya Shunavadi Ashad Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Artha Bhava Vinishyatya Pratitasyapi Natmanaha Tam Chapi Yusmacharana Sevayaham Paranude. But my dear sir, I am obliged to you because I understand that by material manifestation without substance, although it appears real, I am confident that by serving you, it will be possible for me to give up the false idea. So, to see things as they are, that is what is the challenge. Presently is called Maya. We see what is not. It's not that the world doesn't exist, but the way we look at it, there is a problem. Manushyanam sahasheshu kashyat yatati siddhaye yatadamapi siddhanam kasyamameti tatvataha. Very few people can see Krishna. Among millions of people, few people become perfect. Among them, very rarely somebody can understand, see Krishna. Very rare, very, very rare. Just like in a jail, it's very difficult to find one gentleman. Very difficult. Similarly, in the material manifestation, very difficult to get somebody who's sane and who understands the truth. But then, what you're telling all these things, we have so many logical people, so many scientific with big brains. Why they cannot get it? Because the process is wrong. And neither they are actually sincere about the truth. Bahunam Janmanavante Jnanavan Ma Prapadyate. Krishna says, if somebody is sincere in the search for truth, he will get the truth. May not be today, but birth after birth, he will get the truth. But generally, people do not get. Why is it that people are still lost in the illusion? Somebody went to Srila Prabhupada, can you show me God? He said, yes, but it requires some process. There is a process for seeing God. And that is little different. See, we are so much used to our academic study that we do in schools and college. We always challenge, show me God. Prove, seeing is believing. That's what people say. But in the 18th chapter, Krishna reveals that seeing you do, but you have to see with knowledge. Then you can see things as they are. Say you see the sun, seeing is believing. What do you see as the sun? A hot plate in the sky, that's all. Just seeing will not make sense. First you hear before you see. So then the seeing will be perfect. You will be able to see things as they are. And covered by the three modes, we are like wearing different specs. The color of the speck is going to block my real see. Just like a water when it's agitated by in a pond, it doesn't allow you to see anything. All the mud is there. But things settles down, you can see the things as they are. Many times Prabhupada says, with a cool head, don't agitate yourself. With a cool head, make a decision first. That sense enjoyment is not going to make me happy. I should make with the good association of the Shastra, association of devotees, make that as a conclusion. And then work to come out of the entanglement of sense gratification, of mental energy, of all our ahankara. We have to make 10 steps. So with a cool head. Okay. So now same way, Vidura is thanking Maitreya, I'm obliged to you now because I understand the mental manifestation is without substance. Although it appears real. Material world exactly looks like the spiritual world. And it's not true. Correct? Anybody you see, they put oil on the body and the light, it looks real. It looks spiritual body. Even though it's just a packet of stupid. This whole world is cheating. We see nice forms in the world when the forms are wrong. We look at this world as some place of residence, it's temporary. We are making relations in the world, also they are temporary. This world is an imitation word in every respect of the spiritual world, but we do not know it. We have been given an imitation word, but we are lost in it as if it is real. Therefore, it is saying, and therefore Krishna, knowing the problem of the material manifestation, what is said? Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanu darshana. Krishna knows. Just understand, birth, all these diseases, it's like a big gubbara of the material manifestation puncture. Because moment somebody understands, if this is the spiritual world, then there is death here. Oh, old age here. That's not what I like. There is something is wrong with this world. Therefore, teaching to anybody begins with death. Always when you're teaching, if somebody is not hearing philosophy, talk about death, yes, he becomes interested. Because he knows that's wrong. It's a fault of the material manifestation, which we do not agree to. Nobody likes death, nobody likes old age, diseases we don't like. So because of this faults which Krishna points out, why is it said darshana? Janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha dosha nudarshanam. Because we can see that these are actually the faults of the metal plant. Krishna himself kept it so that it triggers our understanding for the spiritual truth and we can make advance. Okay, it's real without substance. All the appeals have the effect. And I'm confident that by serving a fit, now this is something interesting. By satisfying great acharyas, what happens? Their satisfaction is Krishna's satisfaction. The devotees don't take service from Krishna, but Krishna wants his devotees to be served. So when you serve devotees, they become pleased. When a devotee becomes pleased, Krishna becomes pleased. And by that mercy, we can understand Krishna. Shushoshadadhanasya Vasudeva Katha Ruchihi Syan Mahasevaya Vipra Punnash Shloka Niveshaya. He said Mahasevaya. By serving of the great souls, we develop taste for hearing about Krishna. We develop such like somebody has a disease, he can infect you with the disease. The example is given Narada. Narada was a small boy and he had in his ashram great sages talking about Krishna. And just he was hearing them speaking. That's all he was doing. He's not doing anything. And just at the same time washing some pots of their clothes, some small service. Small 5-year-old boy, just by seeing those happy sages, seeing them drinking the nectar of glorification of Krishna, he also got infected with the same taste. Just like suppose somebody has corona, go to some place, infects everybody. They do contact tracing and all. Similarly, In Krishna consciousness, also one person can infect another person by Krishna consciousness, provided he's strong. You know, they say a minimum viral load should be there to infect another person. Some viral load. Same way, we should have spiritual load to infect another person. You can convince them. If you're theoretically convinced, not realized, then you'll speak, but people will not feel convinced, encouraged to follow. But if the viral load is heavy, anybody you talk to will be infected. Will become sick. Sick with Krishna consciousness. Happy sickness of Krishna consciousness. That is explained many verses also. So all that appears clear that we are serving a lotus feet. That's why the process given is Tadviddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadakshanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadashinaha. Okay? Therefore, many people are thinking, why to go for the trip? We can serve devotees. 100 devotees, 500 devotees, 1,000 devotees will come. You can serve. So that is how we are organizing it. You can serve the devotees, and it can be a beautiful, happy atmosphere. You can serve devotees, you can see devotees, chant and name and dance with the devotees. And I hope the first yatra, Krishna's grace, we make it successful. Then every 2-3 months or every 6 months, we can have some yatra. People can get chance to together participate in Nama Sankirtana, hear about Krishna, like that. I'm obliged to, because now I can understand the message without substance. Sevaya, all it appears real. So we are trapped in this world, thinking it's real. What is real in this world is suffering one. Nothing else is real. I'm confident, but so it will be possible for me to give up the false. So that's how it is. Krishna consciousness is not just capturing information. That's what generally doing in this world. Krishna consciousness is realization. And that will come by sincere service and by cultivating jnana tapasa, by cultivating knowledge, sincerely obeying the orders of the Acharya. By that Krishna is pleased, and slowly Krishna is revealed to us. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everybody. 15 minutes is a very big time, huh?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Krishna Prabhuji. Endos pranam Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
So no questions. Mancha kalpatarubhascha kripa
Patitanam Vaishnavebhyo